Howdy folks, and welcome to this Let's Play of Stellaris, which we're going to be loading our last save game of the Ganvia's Empire, a Plantoid species. My name is Sonelias, and hopefully you'll enjoy today's session. Right, that's loaded. During the loading I saw that the actual frame rate dropped significantly, but okay. Anyways, where do we stand? We're currently at peace. In the last episode we basically finalized our war with the Valon star commonality. We have gained another vassal since then. So what's up for today? Well, I think the first thing we need to do is, of course, recover all of our fleets, put them back into orbits of our planets to help us reduce our outgoings. So just currently we are spending lots and lots of money on maintaining our actual fleets, and we just need to push that back down. So we got our various different fleets here, and actually, if I'm not mistaken, last time we actually split up our fleets into subcomponents to help us basically control all the various different bits and bobs. So we will just carry on with basically our fleets themselves. And we're also, of course, going to be looking at constructing additional stations. So let's just get the clock running in the meantime. Check the frontier here, see if anything was damaged. It does look like there was some damage incurred in some systems, but these are not ours, luckily, so that's good. These systems are just across the border from me. Right, any of my systems. I don't think any of my systems were actually invaded, looking at the map now. Oops. Ah, that one is actually ours. So we still got an energy shortage at the moment, which we will be alleviating as soon as we can. Ah, we just had an integration of one of our species or subspecies had finished. So looking at our planets at the moment, you will see that there is a few new planets that joined us. That's these ones here. Let me just zoom out briefly. In this section here we got some new planets that became part of our empire. Do I want to add them to an existing sector, or do I want to create a new sector? I think I'll create a brand new sector for these planets here. So looking at this list here, I'm going to create a new sector here. Starting off with these planets here. There we go, that's the bare minimum I can give them. Well, not necessarily the bare minimum, but it is giving them a good head start, I'd say. Alright, looking at the systems again, planets. Right, looks like I gave them one of the planets I was controlling earlier, with that, which is fine in itself. The only thing I want to do, I want to basically get rid of, on the surface of all these robot populations. I prefer to do without, if I can. Okay, there is a few systems here that are newly acquired. Just double checking that I got no unutilized resources. In the meantime, let's get the clock running again. So some of these fleet components here that we newly gained
Ships upgraded.
can be upgraded.
Ships upgraded.
Alright, let's have a look at where this one is here. That looks to be over here. Let's first enter orbit there before I'm going to do any upgrades. So there's no upgrades available on this one. There's upgrades available on this one though. Let's get the clock running slightly quicker. One of the things I also need to do, I need to basically consolidate my actual evasion fleets. again, I want to put this one into orbit as well over planet. Let's go and zoom in on the planet here. Being in orbit of the planet will help me reduce the actual outgoings for that particular one. So the quicker I can actually consolidate them and put them into orbit, the better for my expenditures that should be. Right, newly drafted armies here on these planets. Let's actually embark them first. And once they're all embarked, I will be able to join them up with the newer or larger fleets here. Alright. They will need a bit of transit time, which is fine. Alright, looks like this one here, sorry, this one here has got no orders yet. And finally this one here as well. So we're running a deficit of 2, well almost 3, which is not bad. Alright, I'm just going to disassemble some of these ships here. I don't need all of these necessarily.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
Again, just making sure that in all of the systems I've got here, I want to basically make sure I got a wormhole station. It looks like I don't have that in all of these systems yet. This one's damaged. Interesting. Okay. Because of my having acquired some new systems, that also leads me to a position where I have to do some additional research. Alright. Or surveying, I should really say. Not necessarily research, but surveying. Can I access these systems? No, they are off limits to me. Bit of a pity, but yeah, happens. Let's see, systems like this one here haven't been surveyed yet, so let's survey these systems here. Actually, is that interesting? I haven't even surveyed that system, even though it's within my own borders. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Anyways, I've sent that one on course to get its thing done. Alright. That's been done, that's been upgraded, so let's send it some new orders. Can I do anything else here? Not at the moment, it looks like. Let's have a look at our fleets. This one here is it getting repaired? It is getting repaired already. Now it also has some ships that can be upgraded. This one is not in orbit of a planet yet. Interesting. Right, let's send it on to a different planet here. Let's send it on to this planet here, for example. In the meantime, I can actually expand this spaceport here. Again, is that one in orbit already? Yeah, it is in orbit. But I can also upgrade it over here. Let's have a brief look at that space station. So it's upgrading that. Let's afterwards upgrade the station itself. Not necessarily for the fleet capacity. I'm already at maximum fleet capacity in terms of what I'm able to support. But it's more about basically being able to get the additional benefits of the expansions, the modules on the spaceport in this instance. Alright, so let's get these additional bits of fleet underway. Let's bring this back down to a mere 3 fleet components. So that one's still lost or missing in action. Same with that one here. So in the meantime I can actually send all these other bits here to join my other fleets. interestingly enough, in this system of ours, we've got some debris for another 68 days. Okay. No, we're not going to release you, we're going to integrate you. Yep. Should be well worth it. So that's a bit of an interesting one. So we've got ourselves a planet here. There is a outpost here for the Valon commonality. And at the same time there is the Hejam state that's got itself a planet here. And at the same time we also got the Galactic Euro Directorate that's got a planet here. So this is really a shared system between 4 different nations. That is mighty interesting, I would say. Okay. Cool. That's probably where there's such a mix of colors here. So instead of just being a single color, it's got some of my color. It's got 2 other colors beyond my color. Or actually 3 other colors beyond my color. Wow. Not something I've seen before. A 4-state shared system. Alright, let's kick up the clock speed in the meantime. Let's see what happens in terms of our research. So I don't foresee any war occurring during this particular session, but yeah, you never know. You can never tell exactly what will happen.
Complete.
Okay.
Ships upgraded. System survey complete.
Cool. Alright, let's try to get all of our fleets up to similar strength levels here.
System survey complete.
Interesting, so that's one of the systems here that we just surveyed. Let's have a look at this system here. That's not within our space, but there is stuff that's not being utilized at the moment. This one here, what have we got here? Alien Space Station. Interesting. That's actually within our own space here. Weird. Okay. Let's build the mining stations there. Science ship. So we did have some debris in that joint system, wasn't it? Where's that joint system again? Up here. Okay, all this that debris is already gone at this point, unfortunately. So I can't research that or check it out anymore. These guys here, are they basically a subject? Yes, they're a subject of mine. These guys here, nope, they wouldn't accept it. They're not happy. Not happy with me at all. It's not surprising, particularly because I've conquered so many of their individual systems already. Alright, just making sure we got rivalry set up with these guys. Yes, we did.
Ships upgraded.
These guys here.
Ships upgraded.
They're a alliance member already.
Ships
These guys
upgraded.
here. I've got no relationship with them whatsoever at the moment, which in itself is not bad, but I could of course work on improving that. Anything? Ooh, I can survey these systems. Interesting. There's still a few unsurveyed systems here. There are many? Yep, there's a few more than I thought there would be. Alright, let's go into these systems. Can I actually build wormhole stations here? Nope, it doesn't look like it. It does not look like it. Pity.
Research complete.
We just finished some research. Energy weapon attack speed increase. Let's increase our... Okay, that happens again, unfortunately. Energy weapon damage, or shall we actually do our planetary sensor range increase? Right, I'm kind of inclined to basically next turn get into, or next session, get into a war with these guys here. Should be a relatively quick war, I would say. Alright, let's merge these two into a single. Same with this guy. So I'm just trying to basically get them all up to similar strength. They're all around 60,000 in terms of strength levels at the moment. I think that's a decent level. So if you look at the map itself, Ganvia's Empire really stands out as being the center of what's happening up in the galaxy at the moment. Travel range is far outside of the reaches of the galaxy. There's maybe only tiny little specks here where I can't travel yet, but there's no systems in those specks, as you can see. Let's have a look around the other borders. Nope, nothing other than really down here.
System survey complete.
Actually, we haven't actually done anything with this fallen empire yet, have we? So, I have not declared a rivalry yet. You can only have 6 rivals at the same time. So, if that's the case, it's a good motive for me to actually take care of these guys here. So they're currently my rivals.
System survey complete.
And if I were to declare war, I can actually start making the preparations for that. I can liberate them, or I can have them cede to me. So let's basically have them cede their planets to me. So really that's the maximum I can get, is a war score of 24. Which is not really that high. Looks like our neighbors will vote no. What if I set them to be liberated? They will be in accordance with that. So let's... Cool. Okay, let's jump into there. I did say earlier I wouldn't get into another war this session, but that looks to have been slightly premature. So our scientist has gained a level, skill level 5 now, which is a maximum. Interesting system here. Let's just follow this fleet as it goes in. Bit of a mixture of different empires' ships, it looks like.
Station under attack.
Oops, hold on. 1 second. So my different fleets. 1, 2, 3. It's one of the things you should always do before you start a war. Make sure you got your ships in a position from where they can actually get into the action as fast as possible.
Evading hostile fleet.
Okay.
Evading hostile fleet.
How far off are we?
Evading hostile fleet. Evading hostile fleet. Research complete.
Cool. Let's get to their home planet.
Station under attack.
We finished some research. Ship hulls increased in damage. Military station damage increase we could go for. Unlock buildable population, robots. Military station health. Let's go for the actual increase in armor here. As you can see, we still got that fleet that's trying to attack us, or yeah, it's invading our space here, I should say. How far off are we with that fleet? Because I got one of my fleets
System
already
survey
moving in.
complete.
It looks to have increased in firepower levels here. It looks like they're picking off one of my science stations here. Ultimately, they will go for the
System survey complete.
space station there.
Hostile fleet engaged. Station under attack.
Will we make it? Will we be able to catch them? I think
Situation
so.
log
Oh, yes.
updated.
Ah. No, maybe not. Bit of a pity. Unless... No, they jumped out before they got into range. Which of course can happen. So this fleet here is in orbit, or at least in system, and we're going to basically put it into orbit of this system here.
Engaged.
They've got a transport fleet here.
Situation log updated.
Look at that, we just obliterated their entire fleet. Didn't take that long, did it? It just like snap of a finger and it was gone for them. Alright. The war score stands at 29. I think we were required to have a war score of 24 according to what I saw earlier. So where is that listed? War score.
Situation log updated.
We're not going to offer them a white
log
piece.
updated.
Not inclined to go there. Yes! Procrastinating wheat seedlings. How dare you claim victory over us? Well, we're not wheat seedlings, but we are plantoid species. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Let's just go ahead and claim our victory. And now you've become a new empire. Now we... Independence is guaranteed by us. Yes, that's fine. I would love to demand your vassalage, but you're not willing to accept anything. Oh, there you go. There we go. Very well. If you agree to defend us from the horrors of the galaxy, the Zygmok Confederate sons shall become your vassals. Well, thank you for that. That was great to basically be able to take it to that level. So we got another vassal in our midst now. And that now means we only got 10 independent empires left in the galaxy. And at this point we of course are in a state where we can declare these guys rivals. Because we have taken out one of our other rivals at this point. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed today's session. I certainly did. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. In the meantime, have a great day. Bye bye.